Hello and welcome to another Myers motorcycle review. This time we have Honda Transalp. It's a 750cc. It's got the Hornet engine, and when it was dropped off at my house I was a little bit confused as to what it's trying to be or where it sits. Just to set the scene, I'm comparing this to my KTM 890 Adventure, to Aprilia Touareg, which is 660cc, and the Yamaha Tenere 700. And it doesn't really compare. I don't think it's fair to do that to the three bikes that I just mentioned. So what have I done on it so far? I've taken it off-roading, I've taken it on a motorway, and today, as you can see, I'm on beautiful B roads. I had the opportunity to take this from North Wales to Coventry, so it's 130 odd miles each way, and it was absolutely brilliant on a motorway. The screen, tiny bit too low for me, but it was actually quite quiet. I had to duck just a little bit lower behind the screen, and there was no wind noise. It was really easy to ride it on a motorway. Today, as you can see, in beautiful North Wales on some B roads, mostly paved, some gravel, and it's riding beautifully. I'm really enjoying it. It's nice and low. I can reach the ground with both feet, which is very important, especially on a bike like this. The weight is not too top heavy. It's a really light bike as well, so very easy to maneuver in and out of garage, and up and down little lanes if you need to turn around, like me. I have to get off it. So it's a little bit confusing because I would say it's a tourer, but it doesn't have things like cruise control, which would be really useful on motorways. The pegs are very harsh for off-roading setup. It's not easy to move your foot on them when you're on a motorway and riding just roads. If it was to be an off-roader, it doesn't have handguards. It doesn't have a center stand. It's got a hole here for the 12-volt charger, but nothing in there. The screen is super busy. I really think it could have been done nicer, clearer. Important things easy to see, especially for someone like me who has to wear specs while riding. The right hand side of the screen is really busy with things you don't really need to look at all the time, apart from when you're changing the modes. The switches for me are in a weird place, so the indicator button's right at the bottom and the horn is in the middle, which means that I often get confused which is which, because all the other bikes have it the other way around. The switch for full beam is in a weird place, so I catch it with my glove often and realise I'm annoying people that are in front of me or coming towards me. Night riding, the lights are great on quiet country lanes. There's no light pollution, you can see really well. Whilst on a motorway for a couple of hours, super comfy seat, really didn't feel very tired after riding for a couple of hours. So for that setup, it's a really great bike. So in conclusion, this fills a gap between KTM 890, Tenere 700, Touareg 660. It's more road focused. It's a great tourer, comfortable with a low seat and the screen to protect you from all the wind. Would I swap it with my 890? I'm afraid not, but I do think this is a fantastic bike. Let's have a look at the screen. There you go, start with Transalp. As I mentioned before, I feel it's too busy. You don't need all this information displayed the whole time or all of that. And for me, it would have been more helpful to have other information available. Different modes, standard, rain, gravel, and obviously a user one. A sport mode as well. I will be honest, I had it in standard 90% of the time, apart from when I took it green laning. I did put it into gravel mode. On the right hand side, there's the kill switch button, and that's it. On the left hand side, modes, you select through a horn, indicators, hazard lights, choosing between functions. This button is a function button, so you can set it to whatever suits you. This one is on heated grips. So as I mentioned before, a great addition for a touring bike. It's always nice to have heated grips. And the long beam switch, which is right on top, so I do tend to do this a lot. I guess we're all used to have them here, but there you go. That's Honda's way of doing things. Looks. I'm not going to comment on looks too much. That's very objective. Some like it, some don't. I personally don't think it's incredible looking bike. I haven't turned around very often to look at it when I parked it. But then, to be honest, I don't do that with my 890 either, because that's not the prettiest of bikes. Here's the front view. The indicators are on all the time. I know they're flashing at the minute on a video, but they are actually just steady light on. I personally don't like that. So when you are indicating, this is what it looks like. The seat is very comfortable for long rides. It's really easy taking it off, but it's really awkward putting it back on. You have to hook at the front and underneath at 3 points at the same time to put it back in place. Let's hear the engine then. It's got quite a nice growl to it, actually. If you're still watching, by now you may have concluded that this is not my favourite bike, and you'd be right in thinking that. I've held off publishing the review for a while because I knew that I had the opportunity to try it off-road in Exmoor at Honda Adventure Centre. I thought having an instructor with me and proper training on off-roading would perhaps change my mind on the Transalp. Now, it's a fun bike, it's a very capable bike off-road as well, but the one problem I really have with it is that it feels like it's just trying to kick me off all the time. I'm having to really work hard at keeping my body weight forwards, and I'm grabbing onto the handlebars just to stay upright, and obviously that then has the impact on maneuvering and the control on the steering and the throttle, the brakes, and the whole feel of the bike. I didn't last very long on the Transalp at Exmoor. I switched right back to the Africa Twin, which I absolutely love, and we'll talk about that in a separate review. But unfortunately, it's fair to say, for me, Transalp, it's not where I would put my money. Sorry, Honda.